I really want to find a way to be on the Patriots. The numbers Miami -7, dropped from 7.5. Miami's on a 2-game win streak. I like I did do a little research yesterday. Home division faves between 7 and 9.5, just 50% against the spread the past 20 years. But in the AFC East, 55%. However, why are you laughing?
No, it's just crazy. It's just where
29
I'm
of those
set.
wins for the AFC East between the Patriots and the Bills. So you kind of discount that as a factor. I just thought it was interesting that that number seemed high when I looked at it, and then you dig a little deeper and it's, oh yeah, it's because the Patriots dominated as favorites of 7 or more in the division for 20 freaking years, which
But
is
not against Miami. Like that was a nice gift to us for a long time. Where
that's true.
anytime Tom Brady and the boys would go down there, some weird voodoo would happen, and they wouldn't just lose to like them as big dogs. Like it would be the weirdest loss ever. I mean, the one that really pops in my head is everyone remembers is that Gronk missed tackle and then running that ball, and it's
That's
like
right.
there's just like a bunch of weird things that happen that Brady era where it's like anyone else, the Bills, the Jets, Brady killed him. But when he went down to Miami, weird things would happen. And you're right. This is the number we like Sunday night, 7.5. It's moved down to 7. If we still get contest, 7.5, very tempting. Like I'd rather put this in the Panthers. I tell you that much. I'd rather be pissed off that we took a rookie on the road in this spot than taking that Carolina team. So it's like there's a couple ugly dogs I like this week, and this is a dog I'm comfortable with just because we've seen it week in and week out. This Patriots team has no quit in them. And a number this big against a Miami team that we don't fully trust. And even last week, we kind of talked about how that game was going to go, right? The roof was open. The Raiders were in black. They were going to keep it close, and then somehow they would just fall apart from that heat in the second half. They'd start making dumb decisions. That's what looked like it happened. Like that Raiders team completely fell apart in that second half, and they got rolled. I think Miami ended up putting 31 on them. Like they really did
Yeah,
dominate
yeah.
in that game. So yeah, this feels like a spot, Chad. Like it feels like a number we'll play. We'll put in our money line round robin. Like I just like divisional games like this, especially when the Patriots have shown us that they're just no quit in this team. And with Drake May running the ball, right, that's been the biggest difference. He's so athletic. The defense has to account for that. Having to have a guy step up and they can't cover the middle of the field, that's a big deal for a kid like him that needs to pass the ball downfield. So, yeah, you're right. We want the 7.5. We might only be able to get the 7, brother, but I'd still take it here.
You know, it's interesting. In my notes, I wrote down, don't we think the Finns are frauds? Like, there's nothing. I watch them and I don't feel any confidence watching them. I felt like the Rams gave the game away 2 weeks ago in Tua's return. I
Yeah.
felt like they let the Raiders stay in it until the very end. Didn't need to. They're fancy with their motion. They're getting Tyreek more involved. They're getting Jalen Waddle more involved. They're better with Tua, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I think 2 is the difference. I think he's still a
Of
top
course.
15, top 20 guy where it's like he's not going to be change the world, but you see in that offense with timing routes, he is good. And like he
He's
can
very
make big
accurate.
throws on certain plays. But I'm with you. I just they're definitely not the team they were last year in any measure.
Drake May, his offensive line is ranked 31st in pass blocking, and he has kept his team in games and played well enough to scare us, even saving us once this season. But I don't know about you, but like we had the Rams -4.5 on Sunday. And when Drake May had the ball at the end, I did not feel super confident that he wasn't going to drive them down the field. I actually felt like, oh fuck. Like this kid's got moxie and he makes plays. I don't
Yeah,
mind.
it was more of like, fuck this Patriots team. They better not get another one. I can't deal with them having another guy after Tom Brady. Like Mac Jones, Mac Jones. That makes sense. That's what you guys should be going through. Just shitty quarterback for the next 20 years. If this kid's the real deal, that would have killed me. If he would have drove that field in that Rams team, Chad. Oh man, that I would have been like, God damn, this Patriots team. They once again found another guy. But luckily, he is mortal. He threw a pick. He ain't the chosen one.
He is impressive though. I don't mind betting on him in
No,
like at
he's
all.
good, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that would have been terrifying if that kid would have drove that field against that Rams team.